home ownership is the American dream, and I think that if you're in a position to do it, then you should certainly explore that. You shouldn't let the higher mortgage rates stop you right now. As long as you plan to own the property for at least 3 to 5 years, because there's a lot of changes that happen in young people's lives. You know, maybe you graduate from college and you're looking for a job. Maybe you end up finding your dream job on the, halfway across the country, and you end up moving. So you want to make sure that you're going to be able to stay in the property at least 3 to 5 years, because there are acquisition costs. You have closing costs, you have, all of those things that those costs that you incur getting into a property, and you have to make sure that you can afford all the joys of home ownership, like taxes, which seem to be going up, insurance costs, which are going up, the maintenance that you have to do on a home. So, if you find yourself in that first category that I mentioned, if you're not quite settled, if you're just getting out of college and there's a possibility that you might be moving, or if you're in a job or in the military where you move around quite a bit, renting may be a better option for you. There's little to no maintenance other than, maybe keeping the lawn mowed and changing some light bulbs. But if there's any major repairs, that's the landlord's responsibility. You're not responsible for the property taxes. But, if you're in a position where you can buy a home, then I would say, go for it. Don't let the high interest rates stop you, because, one of three things is going to happen with mortgage rates in the future. Either they're going to go up and you'll be glad that you bought when you did and got into the mortgage at the rate that you did, or mortgage rates are going to go down. If they do, then you'll have the opportunity to refinance your mortgage. Or they can stay the same. And what happens if they stay the same is you just continue in the same mortgage that you're in with the same mortgage rate that you're in. And as time goes on, typically what happens, as long as you keep your job and you're a good employee, you work for a good company, you get raises. So what happens is that your mortgage payment tends to stay somewhat the same. Taxes and insurance have been a problem pushing monthly notes up recently. But what happens, 5-10 years down the road is that the payment that you're making on your mortgage becomes easier with time, because you get those raises. Your mortgage payment hopefully doesn't increase at the same pace as your wages do. So, and hopefully inflation won't either. So if you're in a position to do it, I think home ownership is a great thing for young people.